Today we're going to discuss one of the most fascinating ancient civilizations, the Mayan civilization. Specifically, we're going to be discussing their number systems and how to convert back and forth between our base 10 number system and their base 20 number system. The Mayans were noted for developing the number 0. They're only one of 2 civilizations that developed the number 0, and possibly because of this development and their number system that was able to perform calculations, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing with large numbers, they were able to develop very quickly in areas like architecture, astronomy, crops, beyond the peers of their time. So let's take a look at their number system. Interestingly, the Mayans had 2 different number systems. One for the common people, that was base 20, and another for only priests. The Mayans believed that the number 360, which is the number of days in their calendar year, was a holy number, as each god was represented with his or her own day. So the priestly Mayan number system was based on 360 and 20. The common number system was only based on 20, and that's what we're going to focus on today. The common number system you can see here represented with the 3 symbols of the shell, dots, and 5 is represented with a long bar. So let's clean this up. We're not going to be discussing in this video the masks and what numbers they represented. We're going to be focused on the dots, the bars, and the shell for the number 0. Much better. So as you can see here, the Mayans used the shell for the number 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4 dots to represent 1, 2, 3, or 4. And a 5 was represented with a long bar. 2 5s would be 10 would be 2 long bars, and 3 5s would be 3 long bars. Since you had a base 20 number system, then 19 of these variations with the number 0 are all you needed to establish their number system. So let's practice a little bit going back and forth between their number system and our base 10 number system. Let's convert the following Mayan number into base 10. So when you're reading Mayan numbers, it's important to know that instead of Hindu-Arabic numbers, where the places go from the left to the right, so in this number 15, tens, there's 1 10, and there on the right side of that, there are 5 1s. Mayan numbers are read from the bottom up. So if I'm looking at this, remember this is base 20. This bottom one would be how many 20 to the zeros. The middle one would be how many 20 to the ones. And the top one would be how many 20 to the twos. The bottom one, let's count. This would be, remember this is 5 each. So 5, 10, 11, 12. So in this number, it looks like there are 12 ones. That's my best representation of a shell 0. You'll see different variations of what this 0 looks like depending on which source you're using. So I'll use this thing. Looks like a 0 with an A maybe in it. So it looks like we have 0, 20 to the ones. And then at the top, we have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 to the twos. So 4 of those. Now, when we're converting to base 10, now we just need to calculate this using our number system. So remember, 20 squared, 20 times 20 is 400. So this would be 4 times 400. The middle number, 0 times 20, is just 0. And the bottom number is 12 times 1, so 12. So this would be 1,600 plus 0 plus 12, or 1,612. Cool, let's try another one. Let's convert the following to base 10. We'll do 3 bars, then 2 bars and 2 dots, then a shell, and then 1 bar and 3 dots. Okay, so remember, good idea to start at the bottom. In this case, we have the bars represent 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20 to the zeros. Then going up 1, we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 20 to the ones. The best 0, 20 to the twos. Ooh, these get big, get fast. And let's see, that would be 5, 6, 7, 8. 20 to the threes. Whew. Okay, let's convert this. So this would be 15 times 1, 12 times 20, 0, and then this sucker is going to be 8 times 20 to the third. 20 times 20 times 20 is 8,000. Okay, so that is 64,000 is 8 times 8,000. 12 times 20 is 240 and 15. And we just need to add those together. And let's see, it looks like we're going to get 6,655. Cool. Okay, let's go the other direction. Let's now convert the following into Mayan numbers. Let's say, 1,327. We'll convert it into Mayan symbols. Okay, so remember, we're concerned with 20s. So 20 to the 0, which is 1. 20 to the 1, which is 20. 20 to the 2, which is 400. And remember, like in the previous video, I'm going to stop when I get to a number that's bigger than 1,327. And that won't take long. These Mayan numbers get big nice and quickly. 20 to the 3 is 8,000. Much bigger than 1,327. So I know that my list over here in red is big enough. And then I'm going to use division. So 8,000 is too big, so we're going to start with 400, and we'll calculate 400 divided into 1,327. Okay, 4 goes into 13 3 times, so this is 3 times 400 is 1,200. So we have a remainder of 127. So there are 3. Whoops. There we go. There are 3 400s. Now let's go to the next one. So 400 is too big for 127. So we'll go to 20. So 20 divides into 127. Let's see, 20 goes into 12 6 times. So 6 times 12 is 120, remainder 7. So there are 6 20s. And then finally, I don't need to do long division because the remainder is 7, and that's how many 1s we have left over. Okay, so now what tells us how many 20s we have, their place value is bottom to top. So let's do, we have 7 1s. So on the bottom, we're going to write the Mayan number for 7, which would be 5 6 7. And then above that tells me that I'm on the 20 to the first level. So 20 to the first, we have 6 20 to the firsts. So we're going to write the number 6, which is 5 with 1 dot. And then finally, the level above that would give us the 20 squared, or the 400. We have 3 of those. So 1, 2, 3. And here is our Mayan number. Let's finish with one last one. For our last problem, let's convert the number 9,872 into Mayan numbers. Okay, let's see. Ooh, this 8,000 isn't bigger than the 9,872. So maybe I'll list one more just to see if I should go larger. 20 to the 4th power. 20 to the 4th power is 160,000. Yeah, that's plenty too big. We're good with our 8,000 here. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with 8,000 divided into 9,872, and that only goes in one time. That's good. So that leaves us with 1,872 as our remainder. So there is 1 20 to the 3rd. Now we'll go to the 400. So 400 divided into 1,872. 4 goes into 18 4 times. So this would be 1,600. And that will give us a remainder of 272. So there are 4 200s. Okay, and then next we'll check on the 20s. 20 goes into 272. Let's see, 20 goes into 27 once. And 20 goes into 72 3 times. So we have a 12 as our last remainder. Okay, now we can write these. So now we have 13 20s and 12 1s. Let me give myself some room, get the division out of the way. Better. So that tells me I can write this on the bottom as a 12 is 5, 10, 11, 12. Above that we have 13 20s, so 5, 10, 1, 2, 3. 13 20s, and I know this is the 20s because it's above the 1s. The 400s, there are 4 of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's only 1 20 cubed, so the 1 goes at the top. Really cool. One of the reasons, by the way, that we think that the Mayans used a base 20, maybe you could think of it, is fingers and toes total 20. So it would be a natural way to count numbers and use as a base. Pretty neat.